Wow, this thing bounced. Okay, so I'm just gonna do this live so I don't have to record my whole thing and take up too many gigabytes on my computer. What a day. So we started out, well, the whole day with Mara, and the whole day I've been trying to get short in this 836 to 852 level here. And the whole day it's been grinding up. We had one death candle in the morning, right on the 5-minute. It was ridiculous. And as you can see, I recycled my shares quite a bit and I covered my ass. And I think I did a pretty good job of handling my loss and turning it into a win. So I started out, I missed this opening. Right, I was late to the open. I accidentally slept in on a Friday. I didn't think too much of it. And then as it popped up, overview up, I started shorting into this. And I actually covered for a loss. The first time, small loss, reshorted, and I was net positive down here. But it was literally 1 cent from my out, which is ridiculous. So I didn't take any off, which was stupid. So I added on this way up, added, and then I stopped out as it came back through view up. And then this is where it got tricky. I got stopped out here for a minor loss, and I started to add back heavy this time. Added, stopped out for a loss, added back right away, and I added down here. I added for the break of 8s, and it didn't work. So I stopped out, and I was actually down about $100 at this point. And my max loss is about 200. So halfway through my max loss, and I started. Actually did a long real quick there by accident, and then I began shorting. So 1 at 26, 100 at 35, 100 at 40, 100 at 45, and my out was at 53. And I knew this is where I wanted to be short, so I was confident. Even though I was down and I was a little bit nervous of losing more money, this was where I was confident. This is where I knew. And my out, I had my out, and I closed my P&L, and I said, the trade's going to be the trade. Don't even look at your P&L. It is what it is. And as you can see, it death candle. That's what I was waiting for all day. Right there. It consolidated, I added, and then it flew down. And I covered 90% of it. I did 500 shares. I'm holding 100 more shares right now. It comes back up to my average. I'll get out flat like it is now. But that got me back to flat on the day. That was a $100 trade. And then I'll show you HUBC. I shorted this near the end of the day. Well, actually halfway through. I'm just kidding. Apparently in the very morning. 50 shares at 3, and then I added 50. Oh boy. Then I added 50 shares again at 284, and then I began seeing this after I saw this and then the retracement. I wanted to see if we could get back down to this level, so I started to add in heavy, and so I added another 100 shares, another 100 shares. I was up to 500 shares. I'm holding 100 shares now, and I covered 300 shares here, 100 shares here, and that brought me to green on the day. Actually, from being down 105, I'm green. It says 33 right now. But if I cover these positions here, this is HUBC, I'm going to get out of this flat. How many shares am I holding? Down 100. I need to do a, there we go. So that was an extra 14. I'm still holding 100 shares from Mara. Let's see how that's doing back again. So I rejected off this EMA of 30s. I'm not an aftermarket trader. I was just my out, which I never thought I would get, to be honest with you. I was willing to take that loss, of course. As it came down, I got out 1 second, like 2 seconds before the market closed, which is insane. Mara, I got out at 3 seconds, 15:59:57. 3 seconds before the close. And that was wild. So now I'm just holding 100 shares. My average is 36, and I'm green $48 on the day. That just because of this move. if I was, more patient, I could have waited. I could have not traded this whole thing. Once this pop came down, I could have taken my profits right on the 200-day moving average. Like I was 1 cent away. I might as well have just taken it. And then it came right back. I should have just got out and waited for this move. And as it came up, of course, I was a little afraid. I was already down 100. Over 100, I don't like being down, but my max loss is 2. And I loaded in heavy, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then I saw the results I wanted. And no, HUBC, come on. I got it at 68. Now it's at 60s. Could have made an extra $8 on that. That's fine. Here's 824 on Mara. I'm looking at my level 2. 820s on the ask. But yeah, that's all I just wanted to say. Just posting a reminder for myself. It's Friday. Good work today, Nick. I did really good on shorting the pops, but the stock was tricky. It hit my levels 1 cent away, and I came back. I was a little bit greedy with that, and I could have shorted the pops a little bit better on the second time, but I did a really good job covering. Kept my losses tight, and I kept my word of where they would be. And then I added really well back in this 828 level based off of this first rejection and the consolidation pre-market. And again, I didn't take any profits. I was looking for that extra move down. I was looking for this move here, and added on the pop. Nothing. I should have taken even a quarter off just to cover my ass, something. But I added, and then I added again, and then I added again, and then started covering, added back, added, and then took the 20-cent win. So I wish I didn't add the first off at like 26. I wish I started at 36 and then added at 40s, 45s, and then added on this consolidation rejection just to make my average probably closer to 40s or 45s, 42s than 36s, because it did, once it was up here at 51s, I was 2 cents away from getting stopped out. My average was pretty low. It was still in this window that I like, but could have been higher. But that's about it. That's all I want to come on for. It's back to 65 on HUBC, so I'm happy with that. Good Friday. I didn't trade in my Trade Zero account. Didn't really see anything that I thought that was worth paying for shorts. There was no small cap runners that were gapping up significantly. Mara is a weekly runner. I've been trading this thing for the last 3 days. And it's been tricky, but I don't have to pay for shorts, so that's a plus on it. But I'll see you back again on Monday morning. All right, take it easy. Good work today, Nick.